Be ready. 10 seconds to go. Start. Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, thank you for giving me this opportunity to initiate a discussion on the Finance Bill 2017. Sir, I have very carefully read through the finance bill and I find certainly very disturbing trends which reflect the mindset of this government. Before I take up particular provisions of the bill, I would like to enunciate 6 disturbing trends. First, this government through the finance bill is wantonly giving push to crony capitalism. Number 2, it is seeking to weaken the federal structure, which is part of the basic structure of the constitution. Number 3, it seeks to muffle the voice of this house. I just want to explain that a bit. So, as you know, as far as the Lok Sabha is concerned, members get elected from particular constituencies. The upper house is not just a house of elders, it is a house which reflects the ethos of the state from which representatives come to this house. They are representatives of the state. The voice of states is sought to be muffled through the initiation of this particular finance bill. Number 4, sir, is that in this bill there are provisions which allow the government to snoop into the lives of the citizens. Some people in the government may well be experienced with snooping, but this is a very disturbing trend. I shall demonstrate it as I deal with the particular provisions of the bill. Number 5, sir, is the fact that fear is the basis of compliance. The enormous powers that have been given to the income tax officers prove this particular point both in terms of business as well as interfering in the lives of the citizens. Last is dismantling of established traditions ever since the constitution came into force. So, let me start with political funding. This is an essential feature of the finance bill. I remember Mr. Jaitley when he was in the opposition eloquently stating that systems in government must be transparent and we would like to do away with crony capitalism. We would like to make sure that political funding is transparent. We certainly appreciated the sentiments of the distinguished member who is now the finance minister. But what have they done in this bill? I just want to place those facts before you. The original provision in the Companies Act, Article 154 of the Companies Act, had 3 elements to it in respect of political funding. First, no company can contribute politically to any particular party unless that company has been in operation for 3 years. Number 2, the amount of funding was capped at 7.5% of the net profits that company has made in the last 3 years with reference to the year in which the funding takes place. Number 3 is that the funding had to be done through a board resolution and the name of the political party and the acceptance of that political party of the funding were reflected in the board resolution. Now, what has this government done? It really surprises me that someone who waxes eloquent about transparency and black money, this government has actually done away with the cap. In other words, any company can contribute any amount of money to any political party. But that is not all. What it has done away is the fact that the political party that the company will fund will not be known to anybody. In other words, this is what the provision says. It says that every company shall disclose in its profit and loss account the total amount contributed by it under this section during the financial year to which the accounts relate. That is all. Which party it is going to, nobody will know. Even the shareholders will not know because it will be reflected in the profit and loss account. If it is reflected in the profit and loss account, the name of the party will not be reflected there and only the amount will be reflected. So, this is the surest way to ensure that the political party in power gets all the funding that it needs. Sir, this is not limited only to Lok Sabha elections. It will apply to state elections. It will apply to local body elections, and you can imagine the kind of havoc that it will cause. Companies who are crying for contracts, companies against whom proceedings are going to take place, companies who are financially in bad shape, companies where restructuring is going to be done will be asked to pay money into the kitty of a political party without the name being disclosed, and there would be financial havoc. You are playing with the economy of the country. You are playing with the future of the economic fabric of this nation. And you talk about transparency. Ultimately, even the shareholder cannot ask any question because he does not know. He does not know the amount of money that has been funded. He does not know which political party is it, and assuming the shareholders are against that party. How will they ever know? How have you done this through the Finance Act? Stop.